Hi everyone, I'm Vicki. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to start my Bible scripture journals. I have 3. This is the first one, the blue one. The other 2 are pink, like pink daisies and roses. Pink daisies and roses. This one, I bought these, they're not like kits, they were just papers. These pages, I think I used, every one, all 6 of them. There were 6 pages like this that I bought. So I thought, oh. So I did put backings on them. So I already got them trimmed down to size. And these are odd, it's an odd shade of blue. So I found stuff from my stash. This is probably something I printed onto here. I didn't really have, my stash stuff was not the same, but close enough. Sometimes it doesn't have to be close, because once you start decorating it, so this is what I have for the pages. That's not necessarily going there, but some of these backings, this one is from G. Kerr. I bought a pack of basic papers on Etsy, her Etsy. This is the other side. And then there's that one. That one. And that one. So I think this is as many pages as I'm going to go with. Let's see what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 9. That's, it's just a small journal. And this cover, I couldn't find anything in all my scrapbook papers. I did find 2 for the other 2, the pink ones, but this blue. So I bought this kit. It was an actual kit. It had papers, it had tags, and different things, which, the colors were pretty good. Close enough. There's different variations of this, so it matched some more than others. So collectively it matched pretty well. So this I used for the cover. And then I had to have something for the inside cover. And I was going to sew it. And then I'm like, well, I really want to sew these on separate. This is the one I'm going to use for the inside. So when I'm printing these, I can't tell the exact size. So this was just some extra dead space, so I filled it. So I'm going to trim this up and get it glued in there. So I want to show you as much of the process as I can without boring you. I feel like it was going to fit differently this way than that way, so I couldn't get it exact as far as proportioned. And these are 2 separate pieces. I should have stretched this one and made it come to there, but wasn't paying attention. So let me just cut this. I think I'm going to have to trim this. It's going to be too wide for that. Save that. I'll use that for something. Can I get this now? Yes. I just don't want to go too much this way, because these need to fit in here. So actually I have plenty of room to play with. Let me go ahead and make a line here so you can see, and so I can see how much room I actually have. I just want to put this in here. So I need to get this off somehow. And I feel like it's going to be, I don't want to trim that down yet. I'm going to have to get out my knife. And my ruler. My desk is pretty cleaned off since the last project. So I spent a little bit of time before just starting up my camera, and I cleaned out my glue tips because they were pretty plugged. So that's ready to go. Okay. This is just preliminary. Actually, I can probably cut these pages in half. What am I thinking? Let me go ahead and cut them in half. I don't need them to be whole. And that way I can figure. I can do some figuring. This is going to be the inside. I mean, you know you want the bird. And I like a lot of that. So if let me cut this off. And I'm probably going to cut off here. Is that too much? No. So let me mark it. I've got to be precise. I'm going to turn it over maybe. Is that going to help me? Maybe not. Let me not turn it over. Don't do something you don't normally do. Doesn't always work out. So I'm going to trim it here. And if it's not, you know, if a little bit of the edge shows on the inside, it does. It's not, you can always ink it. I got to find that mark. There it is. Okay, how did we do? Good. Probably not perfect, but that's fine. Now, I want the bird and his tail. So let's just put this here, and I'll just do to here. It's not going to matter too much. You don't want it in the fold, so make sure it's not in the fold, which we'll take care of that when we actually glue. Okay. Let's see what I've got. Still too long. Have to be sure. Not much, just a little bit of a shave. So I'll shave it. It's better to be a little short than long. I think that would be better right there. Okay. We'll just ink around the edge so it's not so noticeable. And I think I am going to sew it. Now that I have paws on here, I can go do those things. I'm only going to sew it because I just don't know if the edges might come apart. I don't know. I need to probably start sewing. A lot of people sew. It's a thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim the bottom off of this like I did that one. Not that you're going to see them together, but I just feel like I should do it the same. Cut that off. This is why I try to do things off camera, but then some people want to see exactly what you do. Then you know what we go through. You can see how easy it's not. You know, people might think, oh, just get on there and shoot a video. No, a lot of prep work. Okay, that's good. Let me see. I'm just going to take off of this side because it's just some of that flour. No biggie. Let's just do it here. And that might be good. So, of course, my sewing machine is not set up. Not that it's going to matter to you guys, because I'll just be right back to you. But for me, it's not a problem. I wish I could set it up here. That's way different. That's okay. Okay, good. So we will ink these edges. I sprayed that with water yesterday, which is why it's so rich. So we want that well covered. And here as well. Because when you put this on now, you see it. You don't see the white. And I will ink that as well. Let me do it now while it's rich. In case it uses up, I don't know. I mean, I did find a little bit of something with this very similar shade of blue in my stash. That was, and it was from Melina, daughter of Edith from Scrapbooking with Me. Let's see, she had, I think that, I know for sure, I may have to wait till I have two hands to look for that. I know it was tags. Let me see. That was from Melina for sure. It was a freebie that she had. And these two. So they had the aqua, that some of these pages had a little bit of, you know, that color. So you want to draw that out. Plus, I needed something to put in there. Just couldn't find anything in those colors. In any kits that I had, nothing. And I have a lot of kits. Well, not a lot, but it's kind of a lot that I have purchased on Etsy. If you ever need a kit, just go on Etsy, search whatever theme you're looking for, and put junk journal. Like if you're looking for birds, bird images junk journal, and it'll show you a lot. And you can just choose. And then every time you need something, you know where to go. So this is going to go here. I actually need to ink this. So, today is the day after Thanksgiving that I'm filming this. It's probably going to go up later today. I'm probably going to just go ahead and upload it. And yesterday I went to do some Black Friday shopping. I actually just wanted to go to Hobby Lobby because I bought a Christmas tree and I want to decorate it in purple, and I wanted to see if they had anything purple in there, which I didn't find anything. But I found these in the ribbon section, and they were 40% off. I had looked for the leaf ribbon for a long time. Then I ended up getting some on Temu. Let me see. Let me grab it. Wonder where I put it. Here, you look at this while I open that drawer. Surely this comes off of here. Wait. I see a little bit of a twisting. Huh. surely there's an end somewhere. There we go. Okay. Look at that while I grab my drawer. Here's my drawer. But I don't see it in here. Oh, shoot. Well, it was very similar to that. And I have no idea where I put it. Because I know I just used it in a journal. Oh, well. So I got this. I think it's a similar size. The other one might be a little bit bigger. Can't remember. I'd have to see it. I'm thinking it was a little bit bigger of leaves. Then I got this one in gold. They had another one in green, but it was different than this, and I couldn't tell, and I didn't want to try looking at it, so I just got these two. They were 40% off. Both of these, $4.15 for the two. So I got this gold one. I thought that would be very interesting. I mean, isn't that pretty? That will be so cool somewhere. And I will use these very soon. Just because, especially the gold one, I think I might use it first. Okay. I'm just trying to get this out of the way. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to glue these down. Okay. Glue page. And then I want the glue to actually dry a little bit before I go sew. Because I know that you don't want to get glue on your needle. And I've not done a lot of sewing on the paper. I did some early on, but I kept breaking needles. So I'm thinking, well, what size needles? I was using a small needle, like a size 9, which is what you would use on delicate fabric. Normally you would use about an 11, I think, if I can remember correctly. So here I am wondering, what in the world size needles are these people using? Because they're just sewing left and right. But I could never, I'd hear someone say, I just used the needle that came with the machine. I'm like, what? My machine's old and I don't remember what came with it. And that's not telling me the size. Okay, that's good as it's going to get. Let me do my rubbing. I don't want to get bubbles, air bubbles. I mean, sometimes you think this is secure with the glue, but I'm just going to go ahead and sew it, just because it's going to look different too. So we'll see. Like I said, I would like to start sewing more. So anyway, about the needle size, I'd Google, and I'd get people that they'd talk about it, but they never really gave a number until finally someone said size 11. So I'm like, okay. But I was using the 9, you see, because I was afraid of making too big of holes and perforating it and then it, coming apart. That's why I thought, a smaller needle would be better, but I guess not. So I'm not sure what size needle is in my machine. I'm hoping it's a big one. I'll know if it breaks or not. Not that I want to be breaking needles, but I feel like I put small needles in there when I was sewing something, so I'm going to have to maybe go look for something I know is an 11. Okay, I really should be starting this more over here. You know what? I wonder if this paper stretches with the glue, because it didn't look like it was all the way to the edge. But that's the way it is. just so long as it's not all the way in your fold and you got a good fold. But once you get your signature in, it's going to give you a little bit of leeway. But always be mindful of your fold in anything you're gluing. Don't get something too close, because you may regret it. Most things are fixable, but that really isn't. Unless you somehow could score it and make a bigger spine. But this is just a fold, so. And you can see this is like cracking, so. We'll probably put something on there anyway. So this will be sewn in, and it will be kind of like that. So let me ink it before I forget, and go sew it without inking. And not that I couldn't ink after I sew it, I'm sure I can. I think I'm going to use a zigzag stitch. That's what people use. So that's what I'll do. I mean, this feels so wet. I don't dare want to sew it. So we will do something else. I'm not sure what. We will look at the ephemera pieces. Okay. I mean, I don't know how long that's going to take before I can go sew it, but I'll just set it over there, and we will look at some of the ephemera pieces that I have. I did do a lot of inking. This came, of course, with that kit. Obviously, it looks just like it. And these things I got. The flowers I got from, I don't know. Where did I get them? They might have been from that kit. Or they might have been from my scrapbook. Digital files. I did a lot of fussy cutting. Some of it was easy, some wasn't. The butterflies might have come from that kit. I don't know. That did not, I don't think. Then again, I don't remember. I just know for sure these with these flowers did. These just could have come from another kit of some sort. Okay. And I have these tags. This was probably Melina's as well, I'm going to say. I think there was 3. And I just found this lying around when I picked up something, so that's from some kit. And I have my scriptures. Okay, then there was, okay, some of these are from Robin Sampson. She's on Facebook. She does a lot of Bible scripture journaling. This I just found that paper, and I found those, and I just put those on there. But this was from G. Kerr. And it was like, I'm like, well, that's the same size. How am I going to get that in there? I didn't watch the video. This is one of her freebies from quite a while ago. So I decided I was going to actually make little gussets to fold over so that this would just slide right in. But I forgot and cut them. So then I thought, well, this doesn't have to go in this. I can put another tag in there, you know. Doesn't matter. It won't be that. It would be something more with this coloring. If I had anything. I mean, I don't have to use that one. I can put that in another one. So that's what I'm going to do. So I am going to just push all these over here. And I'm going to put this on pause and take this out to my sun porch for a few minutes and let it dry. And then I'll be back with this sewn, and we will sew the signature in.